Hey guys, what's up? This is your daily tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It includes astrology and then, of course, one general intuitive tarot card reading. It is not a question and answer session. I will be doing those. I always do those over on Born Without Boundaries Tarot. I'll be doing one of those on Friday for the public, and I'll be doing those a couple of times this week. What's up? A couple of times this week for the members only. But this is a general tarot card reading. We're going to start off with Where is the Moon? FYI, I was not on here yesterday. I hope everybody had a fantastic 4th of July. I really do. What's up, Dana? Hi, Earl. I hope that everybody had a fantastic 4th of July. Today is Tuesday. The moon is the moon is still in Virgo. Okay. It enters Libra shortly, in a couple hours, about 3 hours. A few things happened today that we need to go over. So we have Mars entering Taurus. Mars entered Taurus today, and then Mercury entering Cancer. So let's go over that a little bit. Mars entering Taurus. It's left its domicile. It's left Aries. And I think mostly Aries will be profoundly impacted by this. It's not a bad place. Taurus energy will slow things down for you. It will make you be a little bit more practical than you may want to. And you could be, discussing a lot of financial issues now, or your mind may be financially focused, or even focused on how you look, like how your appearance is. You might want to take action on that. But Mars in Taurus really tends to get a little agitated. It can't help it. It's just not going to be able to move as swiftly as it wants to on things. But things will become much more clear. They will become, it's almost like they will become, before things pass on to the next step, it will be refined and finished off each step. So it's not that we won't have, um, it's not that we won't have good things come from this, but for those of you who are expecting things to happen quickly, they won't. Mercury entering Cancer is also very similar. We have the same kind of thing where Mercury is coming from its home. It's coming from a place where it would be refreshed and replenished, and diving into the waters of Cancer. It's not like as bad. It's not the waters of Pisces. It's not as bad as all that. Because remember, Cancer is a tidal creature, and Cancerians are not just the water. They're where the water meets the land. So Mercury still can be fleet of foot in there and not be too soggy. However, making up your mind might change by the day. Your decisions will be strongly impacted by your emotions. How can they not? Because Cancer is driven by feelings and emotions. This is a good time to try to this is a good time to maybe be able to articulate your emotions a lot better. Focus on those connections with your friends. Friendship is always a good place to focus on. But Cancer and Gemini, um, it could just be, communications could be, they could change by the day. Let's put it that way. Like somebody who you really like, or really connecting very well with one day, the next day, they might come back and just give you a whole other vibe. Or somebody could say something, one day promise something, and then the next day forget that they've even done it. So watch out for that. It's not the most pleasant energy, but it's not horrible. we do have a message here. Rowan is a tree of magic with connections to the Fae. Okay. I just feel like with these shifts, let me get out the charts. I just feel like with these shifts, we're not in as comfortable territory. I feel like, let's put it this way. It's almost like we're getting set up for the unexpected to happen. It's not necessarily so predictable because these energies aren't as stable as they were in their homes. They were sure of themselves. But now it's almost like it's time to shift to something different. It's time to shift to something that makes us a little bit uncomfortable because that's when growth happens and it's inevitable. So you just got to make the best of it. Venus is still in Gemini. What's up, everybody? I just want to catch up with everybody really quick. Roseanne, you're saying it was your birthday, the 4th of July? Okay, happy birthday. Belated birthday. You're Libra running. Oh, thank you so much, Dana. I appreciate it. Like it, share it on your social media platforms. That helps the message to be spread and the videos to get out there, just keep it for your viewing pleasure. Share it to other people and let them know, hey, Casglow, hi, Lala. I am double Libra and need to watch it. Hi, Shah. Thank you so much, Shah. Yeah, tomorrow is my birthday, so I will not be on for my birthday. My Cancer hubs is feeling it. He has Scorpio moon with Taurus rising. Okay. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean, but thank you so much, Stephanie. Appreciate it. Okay. Thank you so much, Roseanne. Thank you so much. I'm trying to keep my voice down a little bit because I still have my sister-in-law doing work. And I don't want to interrupt her that much. But I don't think we'll be long. I'm a little bit relaxed right now. Just trying to like settle in and actually give myself a little bit of a break. But I didn't want to keep missing these readings. Let's get into it. I know no time like the present, right? First card out, a judgment, making a decision, making a good decision, or a decision that's being made in your favor. We have Princess of Wands is here. It's almost like your passion is in the right place, but your mind is not. Oh, thank you so much, Shah. God bless you. I appreciate that donation. God bless you so much. Thank you. We have Princess of Wands, which is about like a new inkling, a new interest, or even a new opportunity. But Princess of Swords in reverse is just maybe speaking too quickly or promising something because your passion is in the right place. It's almost like you promise something too quickly, and that would lead to failure. So let's watch out for that. Seven of Pentacles, it won't go anywhere. Somebody may have promised too quickly or acted upon impulse too quickly and said something or sent out a communication too quickly, and there's failure here. The Magician is here, however, which means you can pull everything off. I'm going to try to understand this a little bit deeper. We have the Hanged Man. I feel like you're waiting around for something. Like you wanted to hear feedback or get feedback immediately. It's saying keep going, keep in there. You have 2 sevens right beneath each other. There's just this sense of maybe not hearing back or We have Wheel of Fortune here, which is karmic. So it's basically saying it's your decision to keep trying, as opposed to your initial decision to try to begin with. It's your decision to keep trying and keep going for it and not give up that is actually creating the karma, this sense of, yeah, King of Wands. There it is, a master creator, a master creation, really following through and just doing it, creating because it gives you joy, creating for creative creation's sake, having faith in your ideas. Why is the devil here? Come on. We have 10 of Pentacles here, which is money and abundance. And it says wealth, happiness, stability. And then the devil is here, which it flipped in reverse, which is dealing with anxiety or dealing with addiction or facing fear. Or there's money coming from somebody who was just held accountable for some shit that they had pulled. So what is this hold on, 4 of Swords upon review? So it's almost like somebody's getting caught out for some bad shit that they've done in the past. And the Moon card is here, which means moon, sun and moon. What is the 7 of Pentacles, please? What is the 7 of Pentacles? It's almost like it says all 3 of Wands. So all your failures were actually investments into your future. And because you didn't give up, even though the Hanged Man is here, this waiting period or this stagnated period was really the period for you to grow. It was really the period for you to see things from a different perspective. So you got a great perspective on who you are in certain situations, what the world treats you like, who other people are, all of those things. But you kept it up. You wouldn't give up. You believed in something and you asserted yourself. And that's changing everything around to bring whatever the restrictions are, to realize that the restrictions is almost like you're realizing the restrictions were something else. You're realizing the restrictions are lessons, or realizing the restrictions as lessons. And what was once dark, the moon, what was once in hiding, is now coming to light. It's like suddenly it makes sense to you. Suddenly I see. And yeah, injustice is being served. So I feel like, in other words, guys, the tide is changing. The tide is changing. And your tenacity or commitment to not giving up on something is what changed the tide. But when is this going to happen? I guess is what I'm saying, because I've been giving them these messages for a while now. Expect powerful change, new moon eclipse. I don't know when what something happened maybe over the new moon. Step out of your comfort zone. So that's what we're talking about here. There was sort of a change of things, maybe around the new moon. Prosperity lies ahead for new moon in Taurus. Expect powerful change. And then it says nothing is yet set in stone. So ultimately, there's just this sense of things are still changing. So show it or direct the flow. And you're going to direct the flow by your tenacity and what your commitment is and what your focus is on. Doing new things, trying new things. But what do we really have to do? Like, I just want to know, what is the action we have to take? It's almost like you have to go ahead and take an action that you're not completely comfortable with, but it's going to surprise you and how good it works out for you. I don't think you can even realize or imagine now what's coming at you, what's coming towards you, or something that you've always imagined. Soulmate can be romance, but it can also be something that the two of you always wanted together, or it could be a partner. It could represent just a partnership that is something that you always wanted, and something's going to work out there. I guess what I want, God, is a timestamp, because I really want to know when it's going to be delivered. um, there's still fighting here. Be prepared for the fight. This is Capricornian energy. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Could be like, I don't know, Capricorn energy. This is all about giving, taking care of somebody, being very giving, but also being prepared to be pushed back against. It's almost like people aren't necessarily appreciating what you're giving, right? Or people aren't necessarily appreciating what you're putting out there, or people haven't appreciated or didn't appreciate what you put out initially. Maybe, I don't know, they didn't get it, they didn't understand it. There was a fight back, there was just pushback toward what you wanted to share. Okay, why why would that be? I guess, is that what's changing? Once again, Seven of Swords, I guess because maybe this is somebody else didn't want to change or kept wanting to insist. There was a sense of righteousness. So this could be you're fighting against or being resistant to something that actually is good for you. Somebody's giving you a gift and you're fighting it. Why would you fight it then? This would be something that you've been thinking about for a while, that you've been vacillating between. We have Temperance here. You're trying to figure out how it would work. This is also Sagittarian energy. So there could be somebody trying to convince you of something that you're fighting against, that you're resisting. This is implying that it's actually going to work out a hell of a lot better than you think it will. If you've been having a hard time, I feel like maybe you haven't had a hard time making a decision. You're just kind of stuck where you are, right? There's a sense of not knowing how to actually make it work. So let's ask that. How are we supposed to actually make this work? I just saw your cartoon, Shah. That's so sweet. How are we supposed to actually make this work? I'm asking, hello, talk about it. It's saying use your throat, use your voice, say something. This is material and spiritual prosperity and new beginnings, and the universe is almost like the universe is just taking you in the right direction, or the direction that you need to go. That didn't answer my question though. It's almost like have faith. Have faith. There's something new that's been offered to you. Take it. Triumph, victory, and successes. Or it's saying you may be stuck because honestly, the answer wasn't ready to come to you yet. You had to wait for the universe to sort of like unveil itself, or unveil what its plans were or what its intentions were. But there is a lot of prosperity, almost like just starting over, like you're starting from scratch, almost clean slate. Um, I don't know. I don't know. This is today. This is information today. So I don't know what's about to come through for people. What's about to come through for people? Work, something regarding work. Chaos and conflict. Chop wood and chaos and conflict. Okay, you're not answering. Well, okay, if that's what it is, then we're not going to make our move, right? Because we don't want more chaos and conflict. It just seems to be like there's shifts and changes happening with the way that you're working. That's what I'm sorry, God, but this isn't answering any of my questions. It could be my mindset, guys, that I'm just like, don't fuck with me. I don't even want to try right now. It's like, give me the answers that I need bluntly, or I'm not going to dig. So you need to tell me exactly what exactly you want me to know, because this still seems to me all over the place. So, God, what the fuck is this? And just clear it up. Answer the question for me, because I'm not having any more of this ambiguity. Um, the Chariot, it's time to move. The Eight of Cups, it's time to walk away from what wasn't fulfilling. Cancer is the Chariot, means it's time to move, it's time to go, or about a move. You're going to finally be able to figure it out, how to work it out. You'll be able, this is move, this is double, triple movement. The Chariot is major arcana. This is destined. The Eight of Cups is walking away from what doesn't serve you. So moving on by the full moon. Six of Swords, have it all worked out. Finally be free of any fear that you were working through, or you be finally able to make a decision. I would say by the full moon. The full moon is next week. It's next Wednesday, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, it's next Wednesday. And that's a really, really powerful full moon, because Mercury is conjunct the sun, and Pluto, or the moon is conjunct Pluto. So that's majorly, it's a majorly powerful time, like powerful energy. So it's saying that there will be clarity on how to move on and innovate your life, or push through situations that you weren't certain about. So we're casting out until then. As for today, the message is clear. Just keep working on whatever you've been working on. Keep the momentum going based on where you want things to go, like where you want the energy to be taken, and keep contributing, because this full moon coming up, there's sort of just a clarity and a breakthrough and a certainty that I don't think you have right now. The universe has to reveal it to you. That's kind of what's coming out. So, whatever you've been sort of stagnated on, or vacillating on, not knowing what to do, or if not knowing what to do, then not knowing how to get it done, it's coming. Divine life purpose, trust the signs and your inner guidance, which are leading you to fulfillment. And then forgiveness heals, time to release repressed anger as it's blocking your health and happiness. So there may be something that's blocking you based on what you felt or what you experienced in the past, and like making a decision today based on, what you had experienced in the past, or your fears that it will happen again. There's almost a sense of, you got to let that go now. It's time for new stuff to happen. It's time for things to be different. Divine life purpose, trust the signs and your inner guidance, which are leading you to fulfillment. So right now, I feel like this card isn't really appropriate, because in some ways it feels like right now we don't know what the signs are trying to tell us, or we're like, we're trying to figure it out. But it's like, listen, it's one thing to make it clear what I have to do. It's another thing to open up the door and give me the resources to actually let me do it. And it's like, I can't, like, if I can't figure it out, you're going to have to figure it out for me, God, and then I'll get it done. So obviously it's almost like in some ways we're stuck in a way, because we don't have solutions to the problems that are put in front of us. Right now, though, keep trying to work it out, because just the trying itself will solve the problem, at least the problem about lack of information or not being certain. Just keep swimming, just keep doing it. Like, in other words, it is a decision. It's a decision to not give up. It's a decision to keep doing what you're doing. I know we don't want to tread water, right? I think what it's saying is you're not. You're not. New beginnings, time to walk. Once again, time to move. Can you tell us, where should we move? Where are we supposed to move? Where is this all supposed to happen? Like, what direction are we moving in? What are you talking about? Five of Swords. That doesn't answer my question. Five of Swords. We should move toward defeat. Is that what you're saying? Or that if we move, we're headed toward defeat? Prince of Wands. Take action on where you failed, or taking actions on your failures. It's almost like, don't let the defeats get worse. Take action now. Don't be stubborn with it. Kind of like that. It's almost like, don't be stubborn with it. Don't try to stick it out for too long. Take action on the shit that's happening now. Take action now on what's held you back, or what's hasn't worked out. Like, make choices based on that now, where you are now, not where you hope to be, I think. Let's see. Oh, you're welcome, Shaw. God bless you. Hi, Zeta. This is exactly my mood lately. Show me a sign. Otherwise, I'm not doing. I agree with you completely, Kat. It's like, I don't fucking know what you want me to get out of these things, but I'm not clear. And Autumn, release the old and rest. It's telling us to release the old. Okay, we have Autumn. Maybe by autumn, this will be cleared up. It's also saying wait for important information. So the reason why you can't make a decision yet is because you don't have all the right information yet. But there will be a sense of being able to release and rest. That, okay, but what is happening? Stand your ground and be open to healing information. More, like, there's more to come. There's still more information that we need, so we can't make that decision yet. It's saying stay where you are. Stay where you are, because you're not complete. You don't have the information yet to be able to make the decision that you want to make. Okay, so when, how long, when is it going to become clear to us? I need a when. I need a time, date, place. When is it going to become very clear? The Tower. Something's going to happen unexpectedly. Something's going to shock you. What? And I said when. That doesn't, it's like when this lightning strikes. When is that going to happen? That's all it's saying. There's going to be a tower. There's going to be a shock. And that kind of makes me even more nervous. But what's the time stamp? There's some extreme change here. I guess it's marked. In other words, it's not a when. It's not a date. It's an occurrence that's going to happen to make it very clear what your decision has to be. It's almost like it's saying it's going to take care of things for you. So watch and wait and don't make any sudden moves now. That's what it's making very clear. And we just have to kind of like be okay. I won't make any. Oh, that's what it's saying. It's like, release the need to know and just fucking lay back and vacation for right now. Like, just rest for a second. Like, you don't even have to try very hard right now with what you're doing. It's just a sense of the burden is in the waiting. integrity. Be flexible, but also be true to you. Stand by your beliefs and values, and others will stand by and believe in you. Okay. So you're sticking with your guns right now and what you believe. Sacred space. We, your guardian angels, surround you with emerald, gold, and rose pink light. Surrender your concerns and worries and enter this sacred space of love and healing. I mean, it's basically saying that stand your ground right now, keep doing what you're doing. You're going to be told in due time when something shocking happens, and that could be different for everybody who's watching, or it could be like kind of like a world catastrophe kind of thing, like like something global or something, and that's going to make the decision for you. Then it's going to be very clear. That's kind of what it's saying. And so there we have it. This is looming, but it's guaranteed. It's going to happen. Stay where you are now and just let the healing happen by not rushing, pushing, or demanding or insisting on anything at this time. I love you guys. I hope that helps a little bit. I know it. Oh God, I'm sorry, Lynn. You seem to be going through some shit. You know what? I don't understand. Like, so Lynn, let me say this to you. How is it 17 years thrown away? That doesn't, I don't like when people say things like that. You live your life. You're not throwing your past away because it's not part of your future. Your past brought you to where you are now to be able to make a decision you have to make now. That's not it throwing that's not you throwing things away. It's your past and your experiences over the last 17 years have made you the person who you are to make this new. That's not you're not throwing anything away. You're moving on from it because those 17 years culminated in you now being where you are now to make the decision you're going to make. And that's it. That's not throwing it away. The past is gone. It's already thrown away. There's nothing left of it. The past doesn't exist. You have to be where you are now, and you are where you are because of where the past brought you. So the only way you throw your past away, you throw all your experiences away, is by not learning from them and allowing yourself to be who you are now and forcing yourself to stay where you were. Because that just means you're floating in oblivion. That's you throwing your now away, if you understand what I'm saying. Patience is a virtue. It absolutely is. Thank you so much, guys. And God bless you, Shah, for your contribution. I'm so grateful for it. I will not be on here tomorrow. I will be celebrating my birthday. I will be on here Thursday, and I will be on here Friday. I will also be doing a live question and answer session, public session over on Born Without Boundaries Tarot. And I'll also be available for members only on Friday as well. So I love you guys. Thank you for showing up. Hi, Michelle. Thanks for jumping on. And I hope you get a chance to watch the reading. It was an interesting one. Love you guys. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. I appreciate you. God bless you guys. And I'll talk to you on Thursday.